Bucks Airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single-covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Howell. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fix what was wrong with them in the last game.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. At their own 29-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Al down to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
They'll start with the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense on balance.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Harris, touchdown, Baltimore.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Go.
Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 45 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Ravens 21, Chargers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Howell under a heavy rush, and down he goes. David Ojabo able to record his 5th sack of the season. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Chargers, nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Powell. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, how to throw. Allen's got it complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. One last shot before the break. Howell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Now a give, running left is Harris. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 68 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chargers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now throwing on first down here. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Second down throw for Howell. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
And the Chargers first down.
On first down, Howell. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
13 more yards. That's another Chargers first down. First and 10.
And Howell will throw it. That's again complete to Palmer. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another Chargers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Allen. 2 yards left on second down from the 9.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Ravens' 9-yard line.
Second down, Howell now. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jalen Armour Davis. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. On second and goal, Howell. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Howell, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Chargers are able to claw one back. Extra point put through by Boswell. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
They go play action with Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. To throw is Jackson. And he is out of bounds here. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chargers 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Powell. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eckler now between the tackles. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Hey, Ozzy!
Jackson on first down. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They go play action now. Jackson. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 63, Chargers 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continue to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20, 10. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
70 yards on the play. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Ravens,